Hello, everybody. Would you like to hear the big result? Whoa, did you catch my spicy commentary last week? If not, you're not going to care about this video if you didn't. But last week, I gave my very strong critiques to the critics that are against getting naturopathic medicine legalized and basically naturopathic doctors licensed in the state of Florida because that bill did pass the Senate. And last week I said, we're going to see if it passes the House, because if it passes the House, then we have an official bill. So what do you think happened? Well, it didn't pass. But it didn't not pass either. Here's the weird thing. Well, technically what happened was the bill was laid on the table. What the heck is that? I mean, I didn't know. Civics was taken out of our education a long time ago by the powers that be. They don't want us to know how the system works. But anyways, the bill actually did, technically the votes were an overwhelming majority. Yes, let's license naturopathic doctors in the state of Florida. However, somehow the bill still got laid on the table, which I guess is something that can be done if there is a majority or unanimous vote. And bills are laid on the table for various reasons. It kind of is like a halt. It's kind of like a delay. It basically means we'll pick this up later, but a lot of times that's where bills die. A lot of times they're not picked up later, but you know, sometimes they are. So sometimes bills are laid on the table when people feel like, when the politicians feel like, well, there's more pressing matters to attend to. We're going to put this one on the side for now and come back to it later. Or bills are laid on the table when it's a really contentious and complicated issue, which this one just very well might be. And then to me, it's like a denial. It sounds like a denial avoidance strategy. Like, this is a hot topic. We'll just put this on the table for now and come back later. Or if they need more information or something, they'll come back to it later. But I don't think the more information part is needed because the votes were a landslide yes. So I don't really understand with that many people that want it, why they would vote to put it on the table, knowing what the fate often is of bills that get laid on the table. So I don't know. I'm not a politician. I don't know exactly what this means, but there is some good news here because check this out. Okay, so you can see this is from the official website. So when the bill was in the Senate, it was the SB 688. And when it was in the House, it was the HB 223. Now it's just combined as the SB 688. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Point is, look at all this. So the subcommittees, health policy, these are the subcommittees it had to pass. And it did. 8 yeas, 3 nays. Appropriations Committee on Health and Human Services, 5 yeas, 1 nay. Fiscal Policy, 18 yeas, 0 nays. So the logistics are working. And then here we have the Senate, 33 yeas to 3 nays. WTF? And then House, 85 yeas to 22 nays. Hello, this is not only what the people want, this is what the politicians want too. So why is the bill laid on the table? Well, we may never know the truth about that one. In case you're curious, if anyone here is from Florida, in case you're curious, here are the naughty people that voted no. You can see the N's by their name, but most people voted yay. And here's what I recommend. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description box, and if you live in Florida, you can use this link to find your representatives, and then feel free to give them a call, shoot them an email. I think a call is more powerful in today's day and age, and let them know how you feel, that you want natural medicine because it is safe and effective. They love those words, safe and effective. No, tell them the truth. Tell them what you actually want and why. Don't let me sway you in any way. And yeah, although this was not the victory we were hoping for, it actually is in a lot of ways, because look at how many people voted yes versus no. I remember last year I was a little more involved with this, and it passed, I think, 1 or 2 subcommittees. So it didn't even fully pass the Senate. Now it fully passed the Senate. And as far as I'm concerned, it fully passed the House because they voted yes. It's just somebody got them to lay it on the table, and people agreed to lay it on the table. And that's not always a good thing. Not usually a good thing. But you know what? I'm not going to put it out there that it's a bad thing either, because this totally could get picked up. Who knows? Maybe sooner than we think. So, all right, keep those fingers crossed, keep those positive intentions going. Look up your representative. And if you live in any unlicensed state, look up your representatives and tell them that you want naturopathic medicine license. You can also speak to your representatives. Did you know? Like, you can actually speak to your representatives in person. You can make an appointment with them and let them know this is what they need to hear. You can also join your state's naturopathic association. There is one, I believe, for like every state. And then there's advocacy going on there, how you can get involved. And if you live in a licensed state, thank your lucky stars. That's a good place to be. But even then, our scope of practice probably could be bigger. Some states, we have a very limited scope of practice, but it's still legalized and licensed, which is good. Anyway, I just thought I would give you that update since I had quite the video for y'all last week. And by the way, I didn't even get to this part. So instead of beginning the video with it, we'll end it with it. Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa Matejka, naturopathic doctor, energy worker, transformational life coach, and I help open-minded women with cancer heal themselves on a deeper level with a truly holistic system and my compassionate guidance and loving support, so I don't have to have all that confusion and overwhelm, because healing is possible, especially when you approach it from all angles. Naturopathic medicine for the physical body. And hey, if you're doing conventional, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you not to. Energy medicine for the energy body. Transformational life coaching for the mindset, for the mental and emotional component, the true root, getting to the true root, which is non-physical in nature, oftentimes repressed emotions. Anyway, I'll have all kinds of videos on that stuff as usual. But until then, wanted to give you this quick update, and yeah, keep up that fight for naturopathic medicine. And even if you were in an unlicensed state, that doesn't mean you can't see someone like me. It just means it's not going to be as prominent and obvious. You might have to hunt a little more to find them. They might have to hide under titles like a health coach or something of that nature. And then it's harder to tell if someone is from an accredited naturopathic medical school or not. And then we also have to be careful about what we say. So there will be no diagnosing you. And we can't say do this, but we can say maybe something like, well, studies have shown this could be useful. So there's workarounds that are legal. So you can still find somebody in your area. You just might have to look a little harder. Okay, much love, everybody.